What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful day, it's been pissing with rain. It's not such a beautiful day, but anyway. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Jacques Smith, this is SSBB Builds, and we are in the middle of turning this E36 into a full-on race car. It was a road car and is now getting converted into a full-on race car. What we're going to do today is we're taking this puppy to paint. But before we can do that, we have to get all of the suspension back on and get it on its wheels with some sort of braking system working, because there's a downhill here and obviously we can't have this thing have no brakes. So that is what we need to do today. But let's just do a recap quickly on what we have done. So like with the front, we've got the rear end back in and we don't have the differential in. You will notice that the side shafts are still in, these puppies. I couldn't get them out. I think they're actually rusted into this hub. So that's going to require heat and a lot of work. So we're going to leave it in for now so that the car can go to paint. When it comes back, we'll tackle that. So, as you've seen before, we've painted the wheel wells, and what we've subsequently done is went ahead and installed the old suspension. So the stock suspension is back in, and we're going to use that and put it back on its wheels. So as I said before, we've painted the wheel wells, but everything else needs to still get painted. So the engine bay, the roll cage pieces that were installed up to here, you know, these are the shock turret strengthening bars, and we've now reinstalled the subframe to get it back in, because in order for the control arms to be installed with the shock, you need the subframe in. So here you can see I've welded in a supporting washer slash reinforcing plate thingy, and the rack that was rebuilt is now back in. We just need to block off these lines so they don't get any dirt or anything in there, and then gonna reinstall that steering arm that I had reinforced as well. So that is this puppy. This will get reinstalled, and this is that collar that I made. Over here you can see the eccentric bushes for the control arms that we've made up, aluminium. What we need to do now is we need to install the handbrake cable. We're going to use that because all of the calipers are out, they've been rebuilt, and I'm not going to go through the motions of putting all of that back in. So we're just going to use the handbrake mechanism. That is all stripped at the moment. We need to reinstall that. So we'll get onto that now. Come on! So I was talking about the weather, and I was busy with the SSBB eSport live stream here last night, and the lightning and the thunder was so loud I could hear it through the earphones, and that's how crazy it was here last night. It was bucketing down, so it might be a bit of an adventure taking the car to paint today. Let's just see how it goes. Alright, so we've done a bunch of work putting the wheels on now. Johannes is busy at the back. We've done a lot of small things just to get it ready. But pretty much all the stuff is out, and we're putting on the wheels. We're going to put it down on its wheels, and then we are going to load it on the trailer with great difficulty. So almost there. So this is as it was as it came back from paint. It's looking really good. It's full of dust inside. So we're gonna wash it now, and then we'll have a good look. Alright, it is washed. Holy smokes, it looks good. Came out so nice. So let's start at the engine bay. I don't know if you recall how dirty this was. All the way down the tunnel. And the finish is really beautiful. What we've also done, we've kept the factory stickers just for a nice little touch there, and also this part of the bonnet is done. Okay, the bumper's loose. Bumper is also done, as well as the cradle, the front balance, I guess you call it. On the inside we went for gunmetal silver finish, so it has a bit of blue in it. I went for a darker finish on the inside so that it just wears better, because if it's white then it shows marks a lot easier. But the inside is beautiful. So this car is going to have a very specific theme. I know it doesn't look that great now with the two-tone. There's going to be a red sticker that's kind of going to go all the way up to separate the white and the blue. And I know it doesn't look great now, but it's going to look really good when it's done. Obviously we painted the inside the boot. There's so much work. Inside here we're going to run the fuel surge system. He also did the boot lid for me. So it is light years better than what it was. Now we've got to get this thing up into the garage. That's going to be fun. The finish is so amazing, and like I said before, we've retained the original stickers. Super pumped about that. So what the painter did is he painted everything. He went over everything with a clear coat, and it looks really good, and that's why we're getting the finishing we are. So really well done to the guy that painted this. I'm super happy with the results. I've had much worse paint jobs, before, and wow, we really almost got a showpiece here. There's some touch-ups he has to do. The clear ran a bit here and there, so he has to come in and flat that. But for the most part, it is freaking amazing. I mean, look at this. The before, it's just phenomenal. I mean, well, there we go. I'm so pumped at how this car came out. I mean, it doesn't look like much now, but once we have the final decals on it and all the different sponsor stickers, the car sitting on the ground, it's gonna look amazing. So I have a vision of what it's gonna look like. I have a rendering. It's still in the making, but we'll get that to you guys shortly. Basically, where the blue and the white separate, we're going to throw in a touch of red and a touch of silver there, just to break the blue and the white, and that red, white, blue always goes well together. So I didn't want to wrap the car. Wrapping the car, in my opinion, is A, very expensive, and B, it doesn't give you that same what's that term I'm looking for? That same boom, that same wow factor. It's more, you know, a wrap is always going to have a bit of a sticker finish, and whereas a paint finish is always that super high gloss, and I don't want to go any matte. I'm not a fan of matte. So super pumped with how this came out. From here, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to take the whole rear end suspension out, front end, and in, I think, the next episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rebuild the front end, and we'll show you exactly what we have. But for now, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you like this, you know what to do, and we'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.